There we go. Now it's working.
That's awesome. But maybe I'm crazy. Oh, Gailey, you got yourself a buddy. Are we on? Yep. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody all cozy and lucky. What should we do? I'm a captain. Look at how cozy out you guys are. That's the cozy couch. So we got some cool stuff for tonight, y'all. We were thinking that we would run through a whole bunch of other questions that we came up with, that we asked to have help with. And there's some really good ones. There's some that are similar to what we talked about in the past, but a bunch of new takes on a lot of new things. So, how about should I just bring, okay, that's take a while to read all these. So then let's just, let me point out a couple. Let's see. Is there a person who's had a significant impact on your life, and how did they do that? Can you describe a time you had to step out of your comfort zone? What have you learned from that experience? What's a book, movie, or piece of art that has deeply moved you, and why does it resonate with you? Do you have a role model or someone you look up to? What qualities in them inspire you? Can you share a moment when you felt truly understood and supported by someone, and what made it special? What's a small act of kindness that someone's done for you that you'll never forget? Is there some personal passion or hobby that brings you joy, and what do you love most about it? Is that enough of them? Anything resonate yet, guys? Yeah. A few.
There a significant person. Is there a person who's asking for significant positive impact on the life? Yes. Is that a person? I like positive. Super positive. You guys think of that.
Yeah, very cool. So somebody that's inspired us?
Positive impact.
I'll go ahead and start. Were you going to say something? No, I just didn't. That's a long list. Yeah. For me, it's pretty easy because it's recent in my life within the past decade. I would say my friend or mentor, David Williams, is probably the most influential and the person that's impacted me the most. He gave me some unique perspectives when I was in my Southern Citizen days to help me in the right direction to get myself out. And he always stressed etymology, but I took a little bit further and just linguistics in general. It was him that kind of poked me in that way too, that I need to learn language. So since he's a bit of a conspiracy theorist, really know what's going on. But even outside of that, learning language, it's really interesting to sit back and observe the many different misuses and just, I would call ritualistic, habitual uses of words that people aren't even aware of. That they just say them for the movie. Yeah, because they were taught to say them, or something like that. Like one's liberty. That word comes from permission. So if you're all about liberty, why do you need permission? If you're all about freedom and having no masters over yourself, why would you want liberty? That means you have to have permission from someone or something. Well, maybe you're giving yourself permission. I guess you can take it all the way to that point. Yeah. What kind of made me come to my perception that was provided was shore leave for sailors who have liberty to go ashore. It's like, oh, right, that's interesting. I've heard the word liberty in a sense of give me liberty or give me death, liberty of shortly, huh? So, I don't know, it's interesting in many words, but David's probably, yeah, I would say probably number one. Because my dad, number two in the sense that he taught me to question completely. Within reason. Well, I mean, not within reason. I've been a sovereign citizen for 20 years, but probably David for sure. The book question, I was going to mention a lot of nations on it. He's the one to start to read that and stuff too. That really put in the perspective the current situation that we find ourselves in the U.S., at least in my perception, perspective. So I'm going to end there so I'm going to continue to rant.
No, thank you, Kelly. That was beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I've heard you bring up David's name so many times.
If he wasn't so conspiratorial, I'd try to involve us more with him, but the COVID stuff happened, he kind of spoke some things that I don't necessarily agree with, and I don't want to necessarily associate with anybody like that anymore. And he was kind of pushing on Paul and Phil weren't helping self-determination, and I was trying to push me into joining his stuff, and it's like, I want to do my own thing, that's just what I'm about, right? It's just, I'm an originalist, a creationist, whatever you want to call me. I appreciate the offer, but no, I'm good. Like, I'm good. So, he's knowledgeable, but has that slant to it. And, limited hangout is a weird thing. I would share the DVD series I have from him, but I made an agreement with him that it's from the state people, and state members only, so I can't just willy-nilly be like, oh, hey guys, listen to this stuff, let's talk about it. Because it's for education of the state. That was why we got the discount for it, so I don't know. I'm the only one doing stuff. I still want to honor that at the end of the least, so.
What would you say is about David's, besides just being knowledgeable, what is it about his character that is inspiring to you?
This is willingness to stand up for what he believes in. Because there was throughout the years, there's one specific sovereign citizen group out there who call themselves, no, not PAC. I think they're the Republic of the United States of America, or I don't even really remember. But they were trying to claim that they made international warrants for his arrest and things like that under their warped U.S. system that they've taken back. It's crazy town. But he would always debate those people and call them out. So let's discuss the facts. Let's talk about the law of nations, how states are created, and who the people are. And let's discuss this. Now it's just with internet trolls and, in my perception, government shills. That's what they modus operandi is. They just like to talk big on the internet. Because it was kind of funny because David and I were part of the Facebook group for micronations. We asked if we called, hey, anyone here is serious about like taking this more than a micronation level and trying to get full recognition, and the moderators kicked us out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because we were like, well, this.
Wait a minute, what's the discussion about, guys?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe it's because we brought in to question some things people are doing. I don't know. It's like a lot of the micronations, they're tongue in cheek. But like the Republic of Molossia in Nevada, I'd even say the Republic of Zakistan, just out in the western desert here in Utah. Yeah, sort of just southeast, I think.
Southeast anyway.
Yeah. But like the Republican laws here, they still pay property taxes if they consider it tribute, and that's under international law. If that's what that state wants to consider it, it's what it is. So when like Republicans X, and they have the last I knew, they had like 300 citizens that have signed up and have passports. So that's they're a micronation, but that's what states do. They make passports of their citizenry so they can travel the world. So kind of like going off the tangent on micronations group, but it's interesting we're talking about micronations because I got an email, some part of like academia that I can do or something like that. It's a free people put papers on and stuff, academic papers. The one came across me 5 pages, basically about the sovereignty of micronations. And that person who wrote that basically said that it could be argued that the de facto, which under international law means by fact, right? So, like ISIS is a de facto international subject. It's not by law, but it's there. It's subject of international law. It quote unquote follows certain things with that. It doesn't. But, I don't know. It's all kind of convoluted, but so simple at the same time. But I haven't really been able to come up with a way to explain this stuff so simply to people. Mm-hmm. But yeah, to get back on your question, his willingness to stand up for himself and with the right of self-determination, and to back it up with
like the bravery part, like or the confidence.
Confidence and the well, screw you guys attitude. You're all just a bunch of charlatans and people who want to just want to send people to prison. That's what your tactics eventually do. Yeah, it's basically sedition for sure. There's a lot of different things that people do. Following a lot of different laws. So
when you were a sovereign citizen, you were like constantly up against like you would have been considered having just been sedition was like the word then.
So what I first got turned on and into on the sovereign citizen stuff is the idea that you're all capital letter name. Government sends you stuff in. It's really a corporation. So yeah, they call it a strong one, and on the back of your social security card, the numbers is your bank account to your secret bank account that they have, and then the right to travel stuff. And then in 2011, I came across the People's Freedoms Coalition. I brought them up before. They were all about what they called repatriating the Nigerian republics that were stolen as a result of the Civil War and the Reconstruction. So they wanted to turn back the U.S. to pre-Reconstruction, which is silly as shit. Like, that wouldn't give us a right to any of the Bill of Rights against the state. Only the federal government. So that's dumb. Why do you want to go back to pre-14th Amendment? Because you think it created a dual system of law, is what you call it. You call it the Red Amendment. It's already that. Yeah, yeah, it's silly. And then that's where I met Philip, and we were like, let's get to the bottom of this. Found out that was bogus, and came across a bunch of other different stuff. So there's a lot of different branches to the root idea that government is your subject, that you're the sovereign over everything. So it's just pick and choose what variety that day. I mean, when I was in contact with David, there was a guy that he was bringing up as completely blockers. He was trying to claim that you gotta claim your placenta that you were birthed in because it ties in with all the idea that the law of the water, the law of the land, and the law of the water governs everything. Like it's all just convoluted. Because what laws existed before the law of the water? Law of the land. So how can the law of the water replace the law of the land? That's stupid. Anything law of the land is supplanted and helped build the law of the sea. Like
water. definitely shaped the devil's playground out there.
Oh,
Absolutely. Look at it. It's like, water is pretty powerful.
Like there was a state national or state citizen, I don't even remember what he called himself, California. And he was trying to convince me that he was a national citizen, and because when he did his passport, he was a national instead of a U.S. citizen, and he gave him his passport anyways. And it's like, well, no, they looked at your birth certificate that you have to be able to get your passport, and you're an old man, so they're like, oh, you're in the state, and they put you as a U.S. citizen. But it's you go and look at what is a national of the United States, and the people who are born in America smell it and Springs Island. It's out of born in California. I'm like, no, this isn't how the law works. So just his courage to stand up to people like that and get this information. So
thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Kelly. Yeah, I'm really fascinated learning more about all your background stuff. Such an interesting way to grow up.
Well, that's why I wish I could sit down with my own man, because he's kind of in that realm a little bit. And I was there for 10 years, and I spent the last 10 years deprogramming myself from that. So it's like, I want to help him learn that stuff's not going to get you anywhere. It's going to get you in trouble, more trouble, and not stay away. Like, no. Because, like on Reddit today, someone's like, is it true that we're off corporations? Because my mom or somebody is saying, well, Cap's name and this and that. And I'm like, no. Because when I was younger and into this, social media was brand new, and this shit wasn't on social media, but come Trump, all of a sudden, all that shit's public and like mainstream. It makes me concerned because I was the extremist back in the day for thinking these kinds of things. Now everybody was. It's like, well, I come to learn I was an extremist when I was thinking this thing. So it's scary to me to see all these people who now thinking kind of the same shit that I was exposed to, and they think it's real, and it's like, oh man, that's concerning, because how is it that that kind of shit can run rampant, but like you can get banned on Facebook for calling somebody stupid? It blows me away that there are literal domestic extremists on these groups plotting and telling people how to defraud the government in multiple ways, and nothing happens. So it's like, to me, it's like, well, that makes me kind of wonder if this whole movement is like an FBI type of plot, like COINTELPRO or something to catch people. Because Herbert Hoover did that shit way back in the day. They put agents in the civil rights movement. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, J. Edgar Hoover. Yeah. Sorry, you're right. My apologies. So like, the government, alphabet institutions have a history of doing it. So the fact that Facebook, that shit went on all social media, that stuff's rampant, but you can get banned for calling someone dumb or retarded or something like that. No, there's somebody in some high place, in my opinion, allowing that shit to proliferate because it causes discord and it gets people pissed off. Pissed off people are easier to control compared to people. So that's my thanks as an inspiration to be myself. Motion to elicit habitual. Hi, Randy. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Good to see you, Randy. Just thinking about something on this, and brought up some of your questions, and the question I decided to do tonight was, what's the person in your life that has left the most positive impact on you?
Or just someone who's inspired.
Someone who inspired you, and how that perspective, how we done. I really had a lot of really positive people in my life. Everyone just really inspired me, for sure. I've had, I've really great role models growing up. the teachers on the family was very positive. So I'm gonna really just kind of try the last couple of years, I think, this way really good. Yeah. Even that, I don't know, how long maybe half years, wait, 10, but we really bonded quick. I really, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now without that. And a really safe place for me in life to explore the new ideas, explore some ways to be. And I really value that. I really value that. Thanks.
Thank you, I love you. Thank you.
I mean, my life last a while.
I would say exactly the same thing with you for sure. Thank you.
And I think about him, you know, inside almost every day to live my life more joyfully. There's such a free spot in this universe, a beacon of light. And I really, I see that in people, and it inspired me to be that in myself.
Second. Third and fourth.
Thank you, thank you. I'm so sweet. That's sweet. Thank you so much, you guys.
I would agree. But like everybody, and you guys have been quite inviting. Really welcome. That's inspiration for me. Because one of the other people, like it's my boss and people I work with.
Very scared people.
I am scared of people.
Well, it's easy enough to be scared here, because you just feel welcome.
It's welcome.
Yeah, well, you are welcome, buddy. You're just one of us.
Inspiration to leave my house afterward.
Nay.
It's a start.
Open this for sure.
Yes, thank you, something like that. I want to say something about something, but I don't want to say anything I'm not supposed to. But I'm have to think of something else probably. Right? No, it's not that. It's that I would want permission from something. Yeah, it's just more of a, I know it's not implying that.
Understandable. Got a fear of losing stuff.
I want to bring up the one that just comes to mind right now. Because it's so easy to say about everyone you guys have. But just at kind of a little bit of a distance, I have been just blown away watching Jason Ash's dad of late, particularly. Because I know about where he's come from. I know about what he wrestles with. I know about what he. And I've watched his actions, and I'm like, wow. Effectiveness and efficiency both valued at such a high quotient that you're just like, wow, how am I not inspired by that? He's been a big teacher of mine lately with respect to bravery. Meaning, and West, I mean, just you meet him right now, and he's just very different than he was a few weeks ago. He's just actually leaning into the concept of relatability, becoming extremely cogent of himself. Anyway, that's someone who is really taking my and now I could easily go on and talk about how all that stuff with Jason pales in comparison to what I see from Ashley going on that stuff. So it's all constant every single day. Really, wherever. But I see my kids as all upgrades from me too. I mean, they got more than just one stranded DNA. Play around with. And the upgrade effect, the hybrid effect is definitely obvious. And so everything I see there in Jason, it's just the reason I think it's so poignant for me right now is because all that's in my mind is how would make this sound. Does everybody here the word coach now you know? Yes. It makes so much sense. I want the effectiveness and efficiency of that. And it doesn't need to be in a hurry. But Jason is he's giving facts. That's fun to hear.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
You're very welcome.
You'll just open up his heart to more than just his family for the first time in his life. That's going to be the transformation. I think when you go on seeing it more and more. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad didn't teach me that. I had to find that in the place. So it's really cool to see my dad when later.
So it's kind of matured as an individual
Yeah.
and into his spirit.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's been all along. He's just been saying, "Look, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready." I mean, all the while willing to acknowledge it because just watching his son is just like blocked right before him. It's so hard not to watch. Really, it's just the most casual observer who just is affected by it, and so he's got no real option but to either fall into it or die out. And he just, he's got massive bandwidth, so he goes in hard and fast and heavy. It's beautiful to watch him and watching all of us become aware of what we really are, our potentiality. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I say my daughter's gonna live.
Oh, easy.
I remember like that better. Yeah.
That would be my son for sure. I definitely would think he's 20 man. Pretty sure he saved my life. I still draw inspiration from him. He's built a school in college, whatever.
You said 29?
He's 20.
20.
Yeah, 20 and a half. He'll be 21 in a month.
Where does he go to school?
USU.
USU. What's he studying?
I don't know.
USI engineering.
No, I don't think he's really picked anything specific.
That's always.
Cheese science. You can always go cheese science in Cache Valley, right?
Yeah, it's true. I'm just glad he's not following in my footsteps. His manual labor and everything.
So I can see that as an inspiration, yeah.
What inspires you about your God? You learned your God inspired.
Sure. Like always, you can like bash your head into something and throw it for consider fun. I didn't want to carry so I could it's all in there all the time. And then I see oh, that from you or from me? No, it's like the greatest of all.
You got basic words. Really much got walking down the starting foundation.
Oh, she's walking. Hey, like a little bit. That's pretty early.
That's good. Okay, she was only joking on purpose. Did she get that from you? Probably.
My son Jake, when he was a baby, he would stand up on the back of the couch or like right here, and he couldn't say anything yet. He would just count. He would go gunk, gunk, gunk. And his hands are straight down the sides, and he'd jump off head first. Imagine him doing that. Your little baby, your baby.
She got her version of Eskimo kisses is little baby headbutts.
Oh my, so adorable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute, like a little goat, like a little. Dude, it's so fun to have her here during the COVID one time. That'd be so fun.
Yes. And wants to.
You're probably not going to be one of those parents that's walking through the grocery store and constantly yelling at your daughter to get back into the exact perfect line that she's supposed to be in.
No, probably not. Probably like she'll be one mother off with people that aren't happy.
You're like, Dad, this is where you really want to be in the store, right? Hasn't this been your whole life, Dad? Well, aren't I a good little beacon?
Kids are too.
My youngest son's calling right now. Every single time I've seen him, baby, he's just like beaming, like he just can't help but want to. He was that little guy who was always asking us, "And what are we gonna do for fun tomorrow? What are we doing for fun?"
I don't, it's.
Full hard. Oh no!
Something's wrong with it.
Wait, what the?
Yeah,
How much I
I noticed that yesterday. The doorknob doesn't work, so turning it just,
One second. I'm not going around here.
it's sticking on.
Oh, Kelly got it.
Oh, Carl. Come on in, girl. I was so stupid right now.
We get to kind of see.
I'm still nice, Charles. Where are you, girlie?
I'm better. You're going to action recovered today. Doing better.
Nice.
Yeah.
We are right now having a conversation about anybody who's inspired you.
Yeah, I just shampooed right there. Okay.
Is that what right there a little bit where you're at?
No.
I mean, I just shampooed
I
it.
shampooed the carpet.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I just wet my pants right over there. It's not gonna be
Did you guys already all answer?
Well, it has to.
You don't have to answer questions.
Well, I guess mine is Noah, my best friend. Just like, I don't know when I was getting probably 23, I went on a study abroad and he said, you don't have to be in the church if you don't want to be. I'm like, really? Really? I have choices? I have freedom? And he kind of taught me, yeah, just Harley. You know, and then he accepted and loved me. He still does today. So. And he's also a professional artist. So
Organist, yeah. I was like, what's his musical thing again?
Yeah.
Organ.
Yeah.
So he's playing the organ while you're on the harp.
Yeah. Sometimes he plays the piano in the companies.
Nice.
Yeah.
We gotta get the harp out for Coach Night session. Or Serenity Lab session.
And if we know when that's gonna be, I'll make sure we're not. Try to figure out a heart. Because I'll bet he can do it in 60 seconds.
Really?
Never have another.
That would be really fun to see. You can videotape that.
Yeah, that's something definitely want to do.
Okay. Nice.
Well, thanks for sharing that, girls.
Yeah.
I've heard you bring up Noah a lot. He's
Yeah.
probably one of the most important people in your life, it seems like.
Yeah, I think like I have a lot of best friends. And I was like, you're my best friend. Like I always have a lot of best friends, but he's like my best friend that we're most connected, that understands each other the most, you know. At least on planet Earth.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Ever since the flood and all that stuff and the art,
Yeah.
he's got a lot of wisdom.
I know. He was like, we better save this planet
Right?
from the floods. All the animals and beautiful souls we can find.
What? Like Gilly over here.
I'm gonna show you a picture of my favorite one.
Yeah, let's see a picture of Noah. I'd love to see a picture. That Ozzy playing over there.
Yeah, we're else gonna be popping our heads.
If the mic's sensitive enough, you'll be able to hear it. Or you can actually turn it. We can
Yeah, you could.
video and you turn it.
His first home. He wasn't even on drugs. His friend did it.
Oh, wow. Wow, he's got some personality.
Yeah.
That's a cool picture.
That's
Really artistic, cool shot. It'd be like an album cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And
Shows his pictures of you on the. It was so crazy when you would move the photo. The smile would jiggle.
who?
Oh, this picture of Link is the best picture of any of us that I've seen in a while. We might as well show it now too, because one of my favorite photos of a human specimen in a while.
Specimen. Are you an alien?
Okay, Carly, you have to zoom in as you roll through a couple of these. And just see this knot portion over here. I don't think you can zoom in.
Where was that?
Out in it.
That's great.
Can we show everybody? This is what the best one is.
This is Noel dressed up for a concert.
Oh, this one's so good because it's like the booger's like it's like oh like this concert. Okay, here's the picture, everybody. We're looking at that.
Oh, wow.
Link.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. When he's dressed up. For a concert.
Good looking dude.
Yeah. Not bad.
I kind of leave congested. I was, as soon as I stood up, it was not even 5 seconds. It was all the career. Man, I love it.
Nice.
That's awesome.
It's so nice having a massage table when you go camping. It was just the most simple thing ever. You pull it out and all of a sudden you're glamping. You're no longer camping.
Yeah.
The very second it comes out, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a new staple. It's gonna rain 20 years.
Oh yeah. That and the hammock.
Oh yeah, the hammock's been doing things for a couple years.
I
agree, kids. For everybody else.
You know what you could do in like an RV setup is what if you had like a whole series of hammocks strung everywhere at different levels, so you could like sleep like 9 or 10 or 12 people because you're like stacked in hammocks. Yeah, it's a pretty comfortable spot to sleep.
We'll just get two RVs and park next to each other and put items on both sides of the land up. And
There you
they
go.
got 20 minutes. Damn.
Double. That's fun.
I'd like to see the person on top try to get out of the middle of the night to go to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't be right next to each other. You're gonna have to be at least able to get out.
Well, no, the people at the top will just get out and crawl up under the roof.
There you go, there you go.
Instead of trying to get out back to the room.
Solutions.
I mean,
So
definitely want the
carrying
agile.
in the balancing while you're climbing onto the roof.
Yeah.
It's
learning.
easy. You gotta see
Slack
at 1 in the morning. Get a bit right.
Yeah, we got a pretty cool group of friends. That's how we get out of our heads all the night to go meet.
Definitely the agile people up top.
Right?
Melly,
Big ladder people on the top.
come here. Come here.
Just in case they
Not
fall.
agility more than
Melly,
that.
sit.
Right. So,
Stay.
Put some bars on the roof so they can grab one and pull themselves out.
It's a cat.
That's a cat.
Cat. Melly, sit.
My aunt gave it to me, but I use it for myself. My cats don't like it. But you can.
oh, our Gilbert loves it. Gilbert would let you do that for 2 hours.
Melly. Melly.
Gilbert. The Siamese that's running around here, that fatty.
Oh,
He has really thick fur, but her and Wolfie don't like the wire brush, but they need softer bristles. I've learned.
oh,
It
okay.
depends on fur.
Yeah,
Scratch them.
yeah. What's your up to tonight, Ian?
Tonight, when it's out, that feels like it.
Jay,
When it's out, let's go.
they're together. They went out to a fine.
Fine, are there like some kind of art gallery?
They were in time. There was like a fine gala type.
Yeah, they were dressed up, they were pretty good.
Jason was looking sticky, all super black every single thing.
Snapchat. Yeah, Snapchat, but Snapchat me. He only likes me Snapchatting him. And he likes sexy. Hot. That's all I get. Hot or sexy. At least it's hot. So you're like, wow. And then they forget to respond. I'm like, well, I'm not going to send you more then. If you're not going to respond. Of how hot I am. Some feel hot because you said nothing.
Understandable.
Like I was looking for a little one. Come on.
Operation here if you want it. Basically. Tell me about yourself. But he always responds, which is nice. It's not with any videos.
Not surprising me one bit. Yeah, this makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll have to start sending
Yeah,
him.
well, I'll find my contact.
See if he responds.
Pretty good chance you
You find all the shots that Cardi sent to him, you just mimic them, you duplicate them. Be a lot more compliments than Cardi. Why do you say more about it? Why do you say more about it?
Why are you not responding?
Yeah, Dad. Brian's hot, but I'm not.
Yeah, do you still love me? Do you still love me? Do it, that's fine. Well, what else? Are we all done?
Brandon,
Boy, I would have to say every person I've ever I had even a conversation with. It's even like looking back, even like friends when I'm like, oh, it's a good thing I went beyond that or past that. It's still, those were moments in my life that I needed that relationship. So and Ken, of course, my boys, who I've known the longest and will know the longest, inspire me immensely. We all mentioned my kids, so of course, they surprise me. I feel like they're just kind, thoughtful kids, and I'm constantly still like, I didn't sit down and teach them these specific.
It was really awesome when we did the turkey session.
Right.
And then I came to that.
Right. Yeah, looking
Really
at
cool.
the brilliance, yeah, and they're already so coached. Like, like the way they have big groups. Both of her boys have big groups of friends, and they all hang out really coached.
And they're sweet. Like my son told me, he's like, we're gonna make sure that we're standing up for the kids that are picked on this year. I'm like, that's amazing. Like that's really awesome. He then told me, he's like, and then one of his other friends, he's gonna be the bully, and then we're gonna jump in. Like you can incite fear, so you can then be the hero and save the day. Mom, you think about that one. And he's like, okay.
I mean, I guess it's bad parents to do strategy these days, so that's a good thing.
Well, and the friend they had chosen is, even Ryder was laughing. He's like, he's not going to be a bully. He's the nicest one of all of us. There's no way.
Yeah.
I mean, they all knew, but the fact that they had schemed, they want to be heroes so bad that they're like, we're going to make it happen.
Well,
this
so
your
then
kids?
so I find some uranium, but reduce buttons, let the spiders live around it, keep the spider kids.
There you go.
I think we're to a point where you're getting. We might have some weird things happen.
Yeah.
I hope that's your reference.
They got a real modern day Spider-Man. Pretty dope. I mean, all those old Spider-Man. Just kind of like,
Put me on some shots of Douglas program.
right? You kind of like Spider-Man.
We have been trying to be very tough. He's like, yeah, never mind.
Dude, I saw you coming down that big, huge, the Indian's head in the middle segment, that middle. I'm like, I did not realize that's where you went up. I saw you coming down it. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, that's what I went up the first time.
Well, going up, it's easy. I can manage the thought of going up it. Coming down it, when I was looking at it, I was like, that's pretty much straight vertical, like coming, that's like this. Just trying to wedge himself.
But it's like Rylite, it's like skateboard tape, like that shit.
Right, you do stick to it when you're
going
straight down.
As long as
But you're walking vertical down.
But it did hurt my toes. Pushed a little bit. Yeah, no, that's. I really wish I would have been wearing those shoes.
The right shoes for that.
Yeah, those shoes are great for going up. They're not good for going down.
Yeah, those little socks.
Yeah.
Those shoes that I'm using are amazing. For all of it, it seems like they're just designed for it. That exact stuff. Just so that you can just catch the corner and you're still gripping.
Mm-hmm.
Like barely anywhere you catch it all, you're just gripping.
Well, that's why going up the way I did Farmer Indians last time. Like every 2.5 feet, there's like a little hand or foot size scoop out of the rock. Like there's not any point where you don't have to change to stabilize your foot on.
Oh, this is easy.
Why you're even stopping now? This is the
Easy with it.
that's why gone down that way.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I climbed that side. I came down last time with the architect.
With it, oh,
Right.
oh wow.
could see him sleeping on top.
Oh, really? Oh, that would be interesting. Sleep up there on the top of one of those rocks. Oh, that one spot. Where did we find? Oh, up there where we were getting rocks. There was a cool camp spot that are there with the rocks. Yeah. So it's on. Well, what are we thinking on? What's our time?
8:24, good, very good. Later.
Oh,
Thank you everyone so much for sharing tonight.
Thanks for still being here. Yeah, thanks for having us.
I really love doing this. Trying to be as consistent as we can be. I think we're doing pretty
It's the
good.
most consistent thing in my life right now. Between seeing my daughter and his, like, we're doing nothing compared to. Like, whatever.
Awesome. I'm glad you feel that way.
thank you so much for being that way.
So much.
Everything else is just more a little routine. And,
Yeah, at least we're here like leaning into the new. We're trying to do it together. We're gaining new puzzle pieces constantly. Yeah, it's beautiful. Thanks to everybody for how much you contribute to our badass emotion.
It won't be done because you're all here co-creating.
Right?
Absolutely.
Oh, and also so me and Ken already talked about this, but I'm gonna put a tattoo right here. It's like, that's first. I'm gonna do a dragonfly and then a knife.